not as big as the Bell box, right? Hi there, Tony here. In this video we're going to unbox the case, the computer case coming from Cooler Master. That's the Masterbox K501L. But before we do so, you know the drill. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, ring the bell to get notified for any future videos, and also destroy the like button. Let's start. Before we do so, we need, of course, Ferramonti. Let's remove. So that's actually a box that's a little bit on the budget. It's not really expensive. You can gain more information about that in the description. Okay, so here is the case. We have some styrofoam at the top, styrofoam at the bottom. So manual, how to install, but we are professionals, we don't need that. At the bottom of the case we have like 4 rubber feet, and we also have a dust filter. It's very nice that now for quite cheap computer cases we have those small tweaks that are really adding more to the value of the case. Another dust filter that's magnetic, very nice. I absolutely love those. It just sits here, it's very nice. Here we have a side screen. As you can see, it's fully transparent, very nice looking. At the top we have a USB 2.0 USB port, a USB 3.0 port, a power button, and of course we have the 3.5 stereo jack for headphones and microphone. Front panel is removable by just pulling from the bottom, gentle. When you remove the front panel, be gentle with the cables, otherwise you may break something. Here you have access for the fans. In the front you see that we already have one 12 cm fan pre-installed, and you have the ability to install 2 more. I have my screwdriver here. We'll remove the side panel now. So when you remove the 4 screws, be gentle with the side panel, not to break it. It's made out of plastic, transparent plastic. When you open it, you gain access to the interior of the case. Here is where we have the screws and all the other accessories required for assembling of the case. You see that here we have one 12 cm fan pre-installed. Here are the front panel cables. This particular case fits ATX, micro ATX, and mini ITX motherboards. You can install up to 7 PCI expansion slots. At the bottom is where the power supply is located. At the top you can install 2 additional 12 cm fans. At the bottom is where you can install a hard drive or an SSD. You can also install 2 hard drives or 2 SSDs here on the side. So let's remove the back panel. So once you unscrew the thumb screws, you remove the side panel, and as you can see you have access for some cable management, and you have also holes to be used exactly for the cable management side. Interesting case, right? The next thing that we're going to do is fill this case with PC components. The first thing that I'm usually installing is the power supply, which is coming here. As you can see, I'm still not installing the power supply cables because they'll only be in the way. I'll install them a little bit later. Next thing that we're going to do is install the I/O plate. Make sure that all the ports fit into the correct holes. You know what I mean? So what we do is take it here and we put it here. You should hear a click. Now what we're going to do is install the motherboard. What you can see is not all the holes has thumps in them. So what I'm marking now is where I see where there should be. I remove the motherboard and I start by using this thumb converter to a screw drive. I'm going to remove those which I don't need and put them into the correct holes. Make sure to tie all the thumps, even those that were pre-installed. But don't overdo it. Now that all the thumps are correct, we're going to install, like sliding in like that. Be gentle. And few of the thumps have additional bump, so it makes it very easy to where they should be located. Now what we're going to do is tighten the screws to the motherboard. Be careful when you're tightening the screws not to overdo it. The next thing that we're going to do is remove those cables, the front I/O cables, and put them where they need for maximum cable management. The USB 3.0, HD audio, the USB, the 2.0 USB, and finally we need to install also the power LEDs and the power button. Finally, once all is installed, I'm just going to remove some of the cables here because I'm going to make the cable management on the back side. The next action that we're having is install the pre-built fans. Because this fan cable is very short, they have included into the case a extension cable. So what I'm doing is clipping it like that. I have the opportunity to add 2 additional fans, like the top ones, and we'll see where to put it on the case. In this case, I'm going to put it right behind the 24-pin power connector, located here. Installing the SSDs here is a little bit different. So you're taking those screws and you're putting them like that. So you're just tightening them into the SSD. So you need 4. Here is how the SSD looks once all the 4 screws are installed. We're going to install this at the back of the case. In order for us to install the SSD, we require those rubber feet. Those are to prevent vibration, so you just put them like here. Once you install all the 4 feet, you take the SSD and you just put it in there. Now it's safely secure and it will not fall. Now we take the SATA connector. Final thing that we're going to install is the power supply cables, which is the 24-pin connector and the SATA for the SSD. The last thing that we're going to do is apply some cable management. So this is how it looks like when we have the basic cable management on the front side. and here it is on the back side. Now what we're going to do is install the front and back panels. Now that all the components are installed in this case, I can really tell you the 3 positive and the 3 negative things about this case. The first thing that we absolutely like is the price. That case is really affordable for the average consumer. Second is the removable dust filters. It's really not that expensive from a manufacturer perspective to install more like this on all the cases. I mean, all the cases should have that. Believe me, that really reduces dust that gets in your machine. The third thing that we like about this case is how much fans we can install. We can really install a lot of fans and to increase the airflow coming to that build. Now let's get to the negative things. The first thing is the fingerprints. On the side panel, on the glass side panel, we can really have a lot of fingerprints. Second thing that we don't like about this case is that it has only one USB 3.0 USB port. If it had USB-C type, it was going to be even better. And the third thing that we don't like about this case is that it doesn't have a reset button. So what do you think about the Cooler Master Box K501L? Do you like it? What are the features that you look in a PC case? Tell us about that in the comment. Also, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for you to get future notifications for all of our videos. I was your host Tony. See you in the next one.